Hello, happy Thursday. I am finally sitting down to plan my meals. I don't know what happened to the time yesterday, but it seemed to just keep going by and I never got around to it. So I made sure that I got it done today. And this week's meal plan includes Super Bowl and Valentine's Day. And so I will go ahead and share my screen with you so you can see what we have going on. So if you haven't ever watched my meal planning before, it's always the same. I start off with my meal plan template. Usually I'll pop open the meal plan template from the week before and then start from there. I follow Portion Fix Plan B. And then if you go to my website, What's Working Here, in the resource library, you can find templates for plans A through F. And if you're doing time nutrition, morning, noon, and night, so however you want to mix that up. So this started as a Plan B time nutrition with a morning workout, but I moved some containers around and I will tell you once we get there. So I open my template and then I go ahead and put in the dates and then whatever we have going on. So we've got a soccer tournament this weekend and it's the Super Bowl on Sunday. And then Monday, of course, is Valentine's Day. I wonder if they're going to have soccer practice on Valentine's Day. I don't know. We'll see. And then more soccer practice and then another tournament the next weekend. So I find it's important to write down everything you have going on so that you'll know, like, if it's a special occasion, especially, or if you're not going to be home, then you know that you're not going to be able to cook a meal because you're not going to be home to cook a meal. So just planning around those things so that also that you don't buy a bunch of food that just sits around and spoils. So you want to kind of plan accordingly to your schedule. So that's the first thing we do. And then I start with meal one. So meal one is always my Shakeology. Sometimes I flip-flop meal one and two, but I always put it as my meal one and copy that down for the week. And then meal two is kind of like my second breakfast. I've had some people recently tell me, they're like, oh, I don't want to do a shake because I really like breakfast food. I really like breakfast food too, and that's why I do both. So I have my shake usually around like 9 o'clock, and then around like 11 o'clock is when I'll have kind of my second breakfast. Or sometimes I flip it and I'll do 9 o'clock, I'll do my breakfast food, and then at 11 o'clock I'll do my shake. So it just kind of depends on what I'm feeling like that day. So you can kind of move things around as you need to. So I picked two of those for the week. This week I picked the egg and spinach wrap, which will be nice and portable. And you can find the recipe for that. If there's a hyperlink, that means that that's where you can find the recipe. And then the second one, this is leftover from last week. I never really had it this week, but I really enjoy it. It's not really a breakfasty food, but I still really enjoy it. So I left it on here, the ham and spinach pasta. And so you can see there's a link to that as well. I think it might actually be the same link. Yeah, the 80-day obsession snack recipes. So I picked two of those for the week and then I alternate them. Meal three, usually on the weekends, is like I leave it open for like a salad or a sandwich and make sure we have those things on hand. And then during the week, I usually have leftovers from the night before for lunch. And then meal four, I pick two of those for the week, kind of my afternoon snack, and I alternate them, but you can see things got a little weird as we move containers around. So I picked the carrots, hummus, and grapes because that's easy and portable. I can throw that into a cooler and take it with us. And then we'll talk about Valentine's Day in a second, and then when we move these around. So we'll get there. So for Super Bowl, I asked my family, I was like, what do you guys want to have for Super Bowl? Not that we're not doing a party or anything like that. So I was like, what do you guys want to have for Super Bowl? I think in the past I've usually done chili, but we just recently had chili. So they're like, I don't really want chili. So I was like, well, I don't know. We might be late getting home on Sunday, depending on how the tournament goes. So it's like, what do you guys think about pizza? And they're like, yeah, pizza sounds good. So we'll be sure to order our pizza really early because I know Super Bowl is a very busy day for pizza places. So we'll order early. And then I also paired it with a salad. So I saw one of the girls that I follow on Instagram, she had talked about like, hey, can you eat pizza while eating healthy? And yes, I loved her post because it was like, yes, you can. And you can pair it with a salad. So your pizza would count as like your yellow, probably need to drop down a blue there for the cheese. So maybe we'll just have carrots and grapes and then drop the blue down if I'm really thinking about it. And then have a side salad on the side. And I can use my orange container for some dressing. So you don't have to eat like a whole pizza or a half a pizza. You can have a slice or two of pizza and then pair it with a salad, and voila, you have a great meal there. So the next day, I found with my body, it enjoys pizza one time and it does not enjoy it for leftovers the next day. It is too much. That's too much pizza for my body, apparently. So I'm going to have things on hand to make a chef salad because I'm already going to have salad. So chef salad, basically some lunch meat and some cucumbers, tomatoes, and there you go. You could add cheese if you wanted to. I'm not going to use my blue one that way, so easy to go there. And then it's Valentine's Day on Monday, so used to our go-to Valentine's Day dinner was a shrimp scampi. And I would like set the table and we would have like a family Valentine's Day dinner. But last year we were coming back from a trip where we were supposed to have like steak and things like that. But our trip got cut short because that's when the big freeze hit Texas. And so we had all these steaks. And so it's like, okay, we'll do steaks. And I think I ended up getting some crab legs too because my son and I really enjoy crab legs. So I asked, I was like, do you guys want the shrimp scampi or the steak? And it was a hard choice, but I think we ended up with the steak and the crab legs with asparagus and a baked potato. And then I do always make chocolate fondue, and I'll link to this. That's a Cooking Light recipe that I've had for a while. So it probably would really be like an extra yellow, but that's okay. So I'll use my strawberries from my meal 4 snack, and then we'll have that for dessert. So those will really be kind of paired differently. But that's okay. So then the next day, I hope to have some leftover steak, asparagus, and a baked potato. And then my son requested chicken enchiladas. And so this is where, and I don't know why the little boxes are tiny right now. They'll get bigger later when they feel like it. But so this is where I switched out. Usually I have an orange container down here and a blue container up here. So I just switched the two out because for the chicken enchiladas, I need the blue container for the cheese, and so I just moved those two around. And then I did the same thing, and when I created it, I knew that I had another, I went to my website, What's Working Here, and I looked up chicken enchiladas. I found a meal plan that had them, and then I just went and clicked on this box right here to select this, and then I just copied and pasted the old thing so that the boxes. You can also, if you wanted to, just format the boxes. If you click on the box, see, now it got big. You can format the box and change its color. Where's the format? Format shape, there you go. So you can format it and you can change the color of the box. Like so. And change it from there, the color. So those are 2 easy ways to kind of change around your containers. So we're going to have the chicken enchiladas, and then I just saute up some peppers and onions, and then we'll have that for lunch the next day. And then I was trying to find, what do I want for my next meal? I was like, I want something that's really easy. So I went with the, why is that? Okay, I need to get rid of this, which is fine. So I'll leave that orange there, and then the blue's up there because I carried that down from lunch. Okay. So I kind of went through, and I have a file folder on my computer called Menu Picks. So I was just kind of scrolling through and looking and see what stood out at me. And I came across the slow cooked minestrone soup. I was like, oh, that's good. That's something I can just put in the slow cooker and it can be cooking. And I do have a link for that for you as well. And then that will become lunch the next day. And then on Thursdays, we have leftovers, and Fridays and Saturdays, we usually eat out. So that is the meal plan for the week, what I plan to have for the Super Bowl. I'm super excited about the halftime show. I know all us 80s and 90s moms are super excited about that. So looking forward to that, and then looking forward to our family Valentine's Day dinner as well. I'd love to hear what you've got planned for Super Bowl or for Valentine's as well. Let me know what you've got on your menu. Have a great week.